Sa Back to the Future na movie na pinagbibidahan ni Michael J. Fox at Christopher Lloyd noong 80s, sikat na mga karakter bilang si Marty McFly at Doc, sumakay sila sa isang DeLorean model na flying car. Tapos ay lumipad ang kotse, nawala at nag-time travel na ito, Back to the Future. Huwag muna natin talakayan ng time travel, mukhang malayo pa tayo sa technology na yan. In another video siguro kung may time pa. Dito muna tayo sa flying cars na medyo madali at available na sa kasalukuyan nating technology.
Hindi totoo yan. Bola lang yan.
Kung available na ang technology ng flying cars, bakit wala pa rin tayong nakikita? Gaya ng sa Fifth Element na movie na dami ng mga flying cars, ano ba't nagkaka-traffic sa ere? Yung ganyan ba? Flying cars, nasaan na? Huwag mo na wala pa tayong nakikitang lumilipad sa ibabaw ng ulo natin ng mga flying cars. Nag-predict kasi ang movie na Back to the Future na sa taong 2005 pa raw, dapat ancient. Sa lumang panahon na nakasaad sa mga text, lumang paintings, ancient artifacts, etc., mababasa at makikita ang mga lumilipad na bagay na tila isang milagro. Yun bang isang Diyos lang ang makakagawa? Halimbawa, yung lumilipad na chariots of fire sa Bible, yung Vimana sa India tungkol sa isang flying object, sa templo ng mga Aztec na parang astronauts na nakasakay sa isang engine na lumilipad. Natalakay ko na ito sa isa kong video na may pamagat na May Diyos ba sa Science? Noong 1485, ang master na si Leonardo da Vinci ay nag-imbento rin ng flying machine. Ang drawing ni da Vinci na ito ay nakilala sa tawag na ornithopter. Ang detalyadong drawing na ito ay nagpapakita kung paano ito gagana, pero yun nga lang, hindi ito naging successful. Noong December 17, 1903, dumating ang imbensyon ng mga Wright brothers at naging matagumpay sila dito at ito na nga ang unang flying airplane. Ilan lang ito sa mga record ng lumang sibilisasyon. Sa dami na ng mga lumilipad na sasakyan sa ating present na panahon, gaya ng eroplano, jet fighters, drone, rockets at iba pa, magmumukhang ancient talaga ang mga sinaunang imbensyong iyon. Pero ang history ay isang aral na hindi pwedeng talikuran o baliwalain. Gaya nga ng sabi ng ating bayaning si Dr. Jose Rizal, ang hindi marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay hindi makararating sa paroroonan. Nakarating na nga ba tayo sa ating paroroonan pagdating sa mga flying cars? Modern. Kamakailan ay nagkaroon ng paglipad at pagbalik ng mga civilian sa space sakay ng Dragon capsule ng SpaceX ni Elon Musk. Si Jeff Bezos naman na may-ari ng Amazon.com ay lumipad mismo kasama ng iba pang crew sa kanyang flying rocket na Blue Origin. Si Bronson, ang may-ari ng Virgin Record, ay nagpunta mismo sa orbit ng Earth sakay ng sarili niyang rocket ship. Napaka-ordinaryo na ngayon ng mga rocket. Ano pat mga private company na ang gumagawa nito sa halip na NASA. Pero pagdating sa flying cars ay nasaan na ba tayo ulit? Tesla and SpaceX. Ang Tesla ni Elon Musk ang pinaka-popular pagdating sa electric vehicle o EV. Pero wala pa rin sa kalsada ng Pilipinas ang Tesla cars. Today, konti pa nga rin yung mga kumpanyang gumagawa ng EV bukod sa Tesla. Anyway, ibang usapan naman ng EV. Samantala, ang SpaceX naman na gumagawa ng mga successful na rocket. Although ang mga testing na ito ay para sa kanyang rocket technology at hindi para sa flying cars. Ang nasa isip kasi ni Elon ay papuntang Mars ang mga tao at maging multi-planet species. Nabanggit ko lang ang Tesla at SpaceX dahil sa what if. Isa lang kasi ang may-ari ng dalawang kumpanya na ito na si Elon Musk. What if magsanib ang Tesla at SpaceX at gumawa ito ng flying cars? What if gumawa ang Tesla ng flying cars na may engine ng rocket ng SpaceX? Sa tingin ko viable at kaya nila talagang gumawa. Ang bad news lang, may pahiwatig si Elon Musk na parang hindi siya pabor o ayaw niya ang mga flying cars.
Hope for the flying car, and then you asked me one simple question that answered the question for me about flying cars kind of forever, which was, would you want your neighbor to have a flying car?
Yes, exactly. This is exactly the question. Oh, you want a flying car? How about everyone around you has a flying car too? Oh, that doesn't sound so good.
Yun lang. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Sige nga, subukan mo.
NASA. Naging successful nga pala ang NASA sa pagpapadala ng Perseverance rover sa Mars nitong 2021. Dala-dala ng Perseverance ang isang helicopter o isang drone na tinatawag na Ingenuity na siyang umiikot sa planetang Mars ngayon. This is to save energy ng Perseverance rover at para hindi masira agad-agad at humaba ang buhay nito. Ang drone na Ingenuity ay isang innovation ng NASA at ito ay may hawak ng record na kauna-unahang drone na lumipad sa isang planeta. Nice! Kung may naninirahan na sibilisasyon sa Mars, ano kaya ang isipin nito pagkakita sa Ingenuity for the first time? Siguro aakalain nilang isa itong alien UFO na lumapag sa kanilang planeta. Hindi kaya ganito rin ang nangyayari sa mga nakikita nating UFO o UAP dito sa Earth? Nagmamasid rin kaya ang mga UFO na ito? Yung video ko about UFO, Pentagon UFO TikTok, kaninong technology, part 1 and part 2. Imagine kung makakagawa ng mga lumilipad na kotse sa Mars na pwede nang sa lupa at the same time sa air din. Ano magiging itsura nito? Yun bang may sakay na tao at itatransport ang tao at hindi isang drone na camera lang ang dala? Flying cars. Sa ngayon wala pa tayong nakikitang lumilipad sa ibabaw ng ulo natin ng mga flying cars. Pero parami na ng parami ang unti-unting nag-iimbento ng mga flying cars as of 2021. Mga kumpanya at individual rin sa sarili nilang bakuran lang ginagawa ito.
Number 1. Aeromobile. The Aeromobile is a fascinating vehicle for several reasons. First off, it's a real flying car. Yes, it can actually fly in real life. In an amazing feat of engineering, the designers of the Aeromobile have managed to combine this functionality with a sleek and eerie beauty that makes this vehicle a true work of art. You can make use of the Aeromobile for its aerial capabilities or its more mundane road traveling capabilities. But rest assured that whatever mode you pick, it'll take you to your destination with the style, elegance, and efficiency that you've always dreamed of, but never knew you could achieve. It's been reported to transform into flight mode in just under 3 minutes, gaining the ability to travel as fast as 223 miles per hour and cover 466 miles. It's no slouch when it's in car mode either, with a breathtaking top speed of 100 miles an hour. The Aeromobile is faster than most traditional flights and is less stressful and time-consuming than traveling through a traditional airline or ordering for a helicopter. Of course, you'll need a pilot license to operate this vehicle in Europe, where it's certified to run and fly, as well as access to a runway. If you're in the United States, then the Aeromobile may not yet be available to use, but work is underway to ensure its release as soon as possible. PALV Liberty. The personal air and land vehicle is an aircraft manufacturer based in Netherlands. The company has been in business for more than 20 years with the dream of building an actual flying car from the get-go. After years of research and development, it launched its first flying car known as PALV Liberty. The vehicle comes with a 200 horsepower engine connected to the rear-facing propeller, auto-rotating retractable main rotor to bring it off the ground, and gyrocopter flight system. Unlike a conventional car, however, it only has 3 wheels, 1 in the front and 2 in the rear. The manufacturer says PALV Liberty is able to reach a top speed of 112 miles per hour both on the ground and in the air. In flight mode, fuel consumption is 6.8 gallons per hour with 311 miles flying range. While on the ground, fuel efficiency is 31 miles per gallon with a cruising range of 817 miles. There are several versions of the PALV available for purchase, including the Liberty Sport for $399,000 and the Liberty Pioneer for $599,000. Cline Vision Aircar. In late October 2020, Cline Vision released a video of its Aircar taking a maiden flight. Similar to Aeromobile, the vehicle is a 4-wheel car with only 2 seats, and it does actually fly like an aircraft. There is no instant vertical lift. Aircar needs a runway for takeoff and landing. Before engaging in flight mode, Aircar's tail extends backward a few feet to make room for the wide wings to do their up and over motion in order to fold out. In car mode, the tail pulls back in to make the vehicle much more compact and easier to drive. It's powered by a 1.6-liter six-cylinder engine manufactured by BMW and weighs 2,400 pounds. At this stage, Cline Vision Aircar is still a working prototype, but at least it does exist. The company claims that it'll have a flying range of over 600 miles and be able to reach a top speed of 124 miles per hour in the air. Airbus PopUp. The search for a truly reliable and futuristic flying car has been going on for decades. One of the latest ideas is the PopUp Next, made by a joint venture of Airbus, Audi, and Ital Design. The vehicle would be autonomous, and the plan is pretty simple too. Passengers will book their trip on a pop-up via an app. PopUp then automatically suggests the most efficient route in accordance with passengers' specific preferences, configured on the app as well. First option would be transportation by road, but when it gets congested, PopUp will detach the passenger capsule from its ground module so the air module can fly it to the destination. The concept is to develop a modular ground and air passenger vehicle with three major components: passenger capsule made of carbon fiber, electric-powered ground module, air module powered by rotor propulsion system. Technically speaking, the PopUp is already very close to a form of new transportation, which can be produced right now. Terrafugia Transition. On display at the New York International Auto Show in April 2012, the Terrafugia Transition brought tangible evidence to the world that the concept of flying cars was not at all imaginary. Now that it's a fully working model instead of just a prototype, you can actually buy it for an estimated price of $400,000. The Transition has 4 wheels, 2 doors, folding wings behind them, and a rear-mounted propeller. Powered by a hybrid engine, the Transition can fly 100 miles per hour at an altitude of 9,000 feet. There are separate controls for driving and flying as well. According to the company, it can transform from driving to flying mode in just under a minute. Maverick Flying Car. Developed by Indigenous Peoples Technology and Education Center, the Maverick Flying Car is never intended as a vehicle for the general population, but a vehicle to help reach those in remote locations where transportation is a real challenge. Maverick is an FAA-certified flying car, so it's actually road legal. The vehicle is powered by a fuel-injected 2.5-liter Subaru engine that generates 190 horsepower. Airborne speed is 40 miles per hour, although Maverick needs about 300 feet of runway before takeoff. Unlike other futuristic flying cars still in concept, the Maverick does not have wings, but a central telescopic mast for its chute, the ram air wing. It'll take flight when the power that goes into the rear wheels is diverted into a 5-blade propeller mounted to the rear of the vehicle. Thankfully, you can do that with the flip of a switch. Terrafugia TFX. Another one from Terrafugia, and this time the company describes it as the flying car for all of us, which perhaps is accurate, assuming everyone has a pilot license or can afford a flying car. Known as TFX, Terrafugia has fitted it with a hybrid powertrain to propel the wheels on the ground and 2 electric rotors for flying. The vehicle does its takeoff vertically instead of requiring high-speed run before airborne. Maximum speed is around 200 miles per hour, and once airborne, TFX can reach 500 miles of range, which means the 4-seats flying car can take you from Geneva to London in just about 3 hours. Unfortunately, it remains unclear whether Terrafugia will bring the concept to further steps of development. So at this point, the TFX is not yet ready for sale.
Sa ngayon, wala pa tayong nakikitang lumilipad sa ibabaw ng ulo natin ng mga flying cars. Nag-predict kasi ang movie na Back to the Future na sa taong 2005 pa raw, dapat